I was having a conversation in Europe with some of the European dancers who have dancehall studios doing dancehall classes and whatever. And them say enough of the dancers them come from boy are lazy because they don't want to rehearse. No, that's a uncomfortable reality. But if I saw it go, I saw it go. That's the feedback. So me don't know, me not have dance studio around, but that do man say. You can speak for days about the state of affairs regarding the music. It depends on what exactly you're going to talk about. So of course, creativity wise, we have a wealth of talent in Jamaica. So talent wise, there's a lot of talent in Jamaica clearly, and culturally, the world is very has been just fascinated, I guess, with the Jamaican vibe, and the culture. I mean, we have tourism not just because of the sand and beach and sun, but there's that that Jamaican spirit, and then the music itself. I've been fortunate enough to travel the world because of this music, and I understand that there are many places where there's the owner music that the world cares about. We have Bob Marley, who gave the world the album of the century. So clearly there's a lot going on, and there's a lot of potential, and there's there's so much, but at the same time there's so much that we need to get right, and so much that we need to work on in order to take advantage of this situation that we have, this incredible music and this incredible culture and this vibe and all this talent. It's still, we still have so much to figure out. You're doing a dancehall song. If you don't, if you don't acknowledge it, that's really on you. But the world, anybody have ears for ear can hear, and everybody have a brain for think and realize that this is a dancehall track. So the credit is self-evident. You don't need to say it. It's shame on you if you don't say it, because we're done so I go on. As it relates to black girls in the video, blah blah blah. I mean, I've been seeing videos of dancehall classes in Russia where it's all white people doing dancehall music. Portugal, where Japan, like I've been to Japan, and people, for lack of a better term, Negroize them here. Like straight Japanese here, and the man them do this process where they make them here look African. Now, I can't get into sharing up who gets to do what with the music. Just like I fell in love with the music at 3.5, I don't have more rights to it than anybody else. For enjoy it and vibe with it and do what they want. Put who you want in your video. That's all good, because doing dancehall music is already enough credit. That yeah, the dancehall music, great. I'm doing some work with Master Griffiths, and one of the songs we're working on, required me to learn a little bit about our experience, and like hearing from a real legend, like just icon, on that level, talk about some of the experiences she's had. It's clear that women have a unique set of challenges, and it's there's just no way around that. If Master Griffiths had those experiences and had to deal with those challenges, then it means that of course right across the board, like I said, women will have these unique challenges. That being said, we say enough respect to the females who come and represent and do them thing and and stand firm and get the thing done. It just means that in the presence of what the reality is, then I guess they just need to just have a different level of I don't know, just determination, and just understand that, like, because of the unique challenges that them have have to just work 10 times harder, 10 times smarter, them kind of vibe. We can like talk from now till the sun go down and come up again about the wealth of talent in the Caribbean, and how unique it is because of the Caribbean experience. In other words, bringing the Caribbean experience to the world will always be different from bringing the whatever big city experience to the world. And so, we can call names if we want. We can talk about, Rihanna, and we can talk about even Bruno Mars. It's not Caribbean, but it's still, island life kind of vibe. You know what I mean? So it's only sensible. It's different from the big cities of the world kind of vibe. It's just you bring a unique experience and a unique story to the table. How do we, really, maximize the wealth of talent we have, and it's not just music now, but like you mentioned, just right across the board of entertainment, from dancing to, like you say, makeup artists and outside of even music, but to film and literature and all of that. And I have a new appreciation for other dimensions of creativity and how do we fix that? Well, it's on many levels. Training is one. So in other words, we're not going to carry you, as me and you was talking earlier, we're not going to carry you just because of you. But we need to carry you because you're competent and you can do the work. So that's the first thing. We need to get our people to first world standards. I was having a conversation in Europe with some of the European dancers who have dancehall studios doing dancehall classes and whatever. And them say enough of the dancer them come from, boy, you're lazy, because them don't want to rehearse. No, that's a uncomfortable reality. But if I saw it go, I saw it go. That's the feedback. So me don't know, me not have dance studio run, but that woman says, she say, when them come, them don't want to rehearse and them don't want whatever now. But then we're going to complain and say, oh, our only white name in a Justin Bieber video. Not saying that we don't have people here who rehearse and wearing them bones off, not saying that, but I'm saying we have to recognize that we have to be working harder because we have that gap to close. We don't have the first world experience in terms of first world opportunities, and so we have to make sure that we are even more qualified than you know what I mean. So make as a makeup artist from the Caribbean, you for be the wickedest thing. I think the Caribbean certainly has a significant role to play in the present situation of music, the future of music, and the past of music. So it has been and so it shall be. But we need to, we have things to work on ourselves. I have shifted so many things about my way of thinking and my perspectives, and just attitude of gratitude and attitude of no excuses is how you start to take accountability for things. So before I start to look at who I should blame and point a finger at and story, them not giving a chance, and no, I could just work harder then. Simple.